Family McDonald's, proud supporters of our community since 1967. Stop by one of their over 35 area McDonald's restaurants today. Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin and Genesis of Algonquin. Looking for a brand new Hyundai or certified pre-owned? It's Rosen Express online buying made simple. Visit rosenhyundai.com or genesisofalgonquin.com. Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland. For all your heating or cooling needs, count on Custom Heating and Cooling. Featuring sales, installation, and 24-hour emergency service. Find them online at customheating.com. Custom Heating and Cooling, powered by Bryant, whatever it takes. For the best pizza in town, Wise Guys Pizzeria in South Elgin. Check out our new and improved online ordering at I'mAWiseGuy.com. Tom the Plumber is a family-owned and operated company committed to providing plumbing service and installations of the highest quality and craftsmanship. Tom the Plumber, honest and affordable. Visit Tom online at TomThePlumberInc.com. And Daryl Barnes Photography for portraits, family and graduation photos, sports team photos, and more. Contact Daryl Barnes Photography at DarylBarnes.com.
And welcome back to the Hinkle Holiday Classic here in Jacobs High School. I'm Logan Franz, and alongside me is the coach Jim Hinkle. And we are ready for what's sure to be a riveting matchup between the Golden Eagles of Jacobs High School and the Bears of Lake Zurich High School. As starting lineups are being announced here. And Jim, what are you looking for out of the Golden Eagles in this one?
Well, the Golden Eagles will play tough defense. They always play tough defense, and they'll be up for this game. As you may or may not know, Lake Zurich is Coach Robert's alma mater, and this is the first time he'll be playing them since he became the head coach here at Jacobs High School. So that in itself will be a thrilling game.
There's a little bit of a rivalry aspect to it then. Should be interesting to monitor as we go along today.
At guard, a junior, number 3, Iman Thomas.
In the first day of the tournament,
Senior, number 5.
Lake Zurich had won day one versus Prairie Ridge 74-46, and Jacobs had won day one 55-48. So both these teams winning their day one matchup, and one will advance to continue in the championship bracket. And it should be a great game for us to win today. We've had a bunch of great games throughout the day, and I don't think this one will be any different.
If nothing else, we have an outstanding officiating crew this game. We're not.
As we are moments away from tip-off here, the starting five for Jacobs: number 1, Ben Jerzak; number 2, Treval Howard; number 5, Mark Taksaki. Or, I'm sorry, number 3, Iman Thomas; number 5, Mark Taksaki; and number 11, Max Fessler, I believe. As Lake Zurich wins the tip. And Nick Popovich, number 23, with it. And now Connor Strauss to Ryan Carroll. And now the pass is underneath to Strelnikov as he puts that one through.
We're going to try to find Erickson.
As Treval Howard has it for the Golden Eagles, and that one is up for 3. That was Ben Jerzak, and that one caught it. Lake Zurich coming back quick the other direction. It's number 5, Ryan Carroll. And now underneath to Strelnikov. That one's up and through. And Strelnikov with all 4 points for the Lake Zurich Bears so far in this one. Jerzak will take it back for Jacobs. Now Treval Howard to Max Fessler. Howard for 3, and that one's off the rim. As Lake Zurich will come back and attempt to respond. That's Connor Strauss with it. Now to Popovich. And a deep pass out to Kretschmar. As Strelnikov has it underneath and will get fouled, it appears. First foul for Mark Taksaki on the day. Popovich with the inbound play for Lake Zurich, and he'll get it to Strelnikov and almost take it away, but Connor Strauss manages to corral it. And now Popovich. And that one's up for 3, and it does not land. That was Kane Kreshmar on the shot for the Bears. Jerzak directing traffic for the Golden Eagles, and he'll dish it off to Howard. He'll pass it to Fessler. Now Jerzak with it again. And Howard from the outside, and that one's just off the rim. A common refrain in the early goings of this one as Lake Zurich takes it back. And that one's up for 3, and no good off the back of the rim once again. That was Nick Popovich. And Jacobs driving in quick as Fessler puts it up for 2. And they're going to say there was a foul on Fessler. And Ryan Carroll with it. Now Strauss. And from the corner, that one's no good. That was Kreshmar on the shot. And Treval Howard with it from behind the arc, working. As Jacobs will drive in, and it appears that was Amon Thomas who stepped out. I'm sorry, it was a foul on Kreshmar. Sometimes it's hard to tell when they're that close to the line. And Thomas will have the inbound pass from Jacobs, and we will get a whistle. And the possession will change. Ryan Carroll carrying it across for Lake Zurich. Popovich to Kreshmar. Working back behind the arc, and he'll get the pass off to Carroll. To Popovich. And now to Strelnikov. And he'll get the handoff to Carroll, and Carroll puts it up, and it's just no good. Close but no cigar for Ryan Carroll on the three-point shot. And Amon Thomas will carry it across for the Golden Eagles.
Home.
And Amon Thomas puts it up from mid-range, and no good. And Lake Zurich driving in, and the pass is outside to the corner, and that one's up, and that one lands, and that's Ryan Carroll, the three-point play for the Lake Zurich Bears as they lead 7-0, 4.5 minutes left to play in this first period. Coach Hinkle, what have you seen so far? What do you need to see from Jacobs to try and start to get back in this one?
All the athletes and coaches, the best of luck over the course of the 4-day tournament. Happy holidays.
For that, we have the 3 from Lake Zurich.
This was the first 3 of the game that was hit. Jacobs is 0 for 3 so far. Lake Zurich was 0 for 3 until that bucket. The game really has gone inside for Lake Zurich with the big 6'8" junior getting the ball inside, trying to be. Mark Takasaki is doing all he can to guard him, and a good half foot shorter. And Takasaki will bang him around, but he's giving away a half a foot, so that's a tough matchup for him.
Talked a lot about it in one of the earlier games today with Christian Benker from Marion Central. Those big guys are sometimes really hard to defend, especially when you don't have a guy that's the same size as them. And now Takasaki has it for Jacobs. Jerzak. Passes out to Thomas. To Fessler. Fessler driving in, puts it up,
right,
and that one will land. And Jacobs is on the board.
That's the first time Jacobs got the ball inside. They've been trying to win with all threes or to score with all threes. He finally took it to the glass, and Max put that one in. So maybe we got to start something here for the Golden Eagles.
And the Bears will try to work And Jurzak will hold on to that one for Jacobs.
Jurzik dropped down and helped double team with Takasaki on the big man that time, and we got the steal back. Jacobs always very aggressive defensively, and we saw a good example of that right there. Let's see if they go inside again or if they settle for that outside perimeter shot.
And Jurzak will take it behind the arc. And he will find Fessler outside for three, and that one's off the rim.
That was a long three.
And Kretschmar puts it up from mid-range for Lake Zurich, and that does not land. And Jacob speeds back the other way. Jurzak Fessler now. And give it back out to Jake Bouchard from behind the arc. Thomas has it now. Thomas driving in, puts it up, and does not land, but Jacobs gets the rebound and cannot get the putback as Lake Zurich's coming back the other way. And Kretschmar goes up and puts down the layup.
The Bears just beat the Golden Eagles down the floor in that situation.
And Bouchard has it now for Jacobs. Now Jurzak puts it up for three, and that one's good. And Jacobs gets their first three of the day, courtesy of Ben Jurzak.
And they got beat down the floor again. Jurzik can really shoot that three ball, and they let him have it that time. It's the first one he got off. When he gets a three, it's usually good.
That was
the kid can really shoot.
That was Connor Strauss on the layup for the response for the Bears. And that one's up for Jacobs and off the rim. And he gets his own rebound and puts it in. That was Traval Howard. Takes the shot out from three, then picks up his own rebound and manages to score. And he's going to get a free throw as well in and one play.
Trevor Howard is a powerful inside player. He took that outside shot, but followed his shot well. Took it home. He's a strong inside presence. And it doesn't matter to him how big the opponent is. He can fight with the best of them inside.
He was definitely showing that there on his drive in. And Traval Howard's first free throw does not land. And the Bears will take it back the other way. And that is Popovich now to Adrian Rett. And now Pliega has it for the Bears. And now it's back to Popovich.
Bouchard is now in, banging away at the big man from Lake Zurich.
And speak of the devil, there's Strelnikov, the big man for Lake Zurich, who puts that one up for two.
He is tough inside. Nice footwork. Used the left hand that time. He's a handful.
And Howard will have it for the Golden Eagles. And looked like that ball came loose, and there was a bit of a scrum for it. We'll get a whistle. And possession arrow will go to the Golden Eagles.
Been looking forward to this game. Ever since we knew this was the matchup, because Coach Roberts is playing against his alma mater for the first time. There's will be a lot of intensity here. And he's always intense, but I think there's a little bit extra tonight going up against his alma mater.
We get another whistle. Having to wait for this one for the Christmas Eve and Christmas, as they had the break after day one as well. Just builds anticipation, I'm sure. And Ryan Carroll will carry it in for the Bears. Strelnikov.
Bouchard on him now.
And he drives in and puts that one up.
Yeah, and he went right by Bouchard. That time with the right hand.
And Thomas has it for the Golden Eagles. And Jurzak now, looking behind the arc. Trying to find a place to go with it. And Jurzak puts it up himself, and that one will land.
Ben Jurzak is one of the most outstanding guards in this area. They gotta really be in his face to stop him. He's a heck of a shooter.
And Carroll driving in for the Bears puts that one up, and that one lands. That'll make it 17-9.
Nice
Lake
move
Zurich.
into the lane.
30 seconds left in the first quarter. And Travell Howard puts
And
one up
that
for
time the Golden Eagles
Jacobs.
beat them down the floor.
They're trading buckets.
Up and down.
And 20 seconds left, 17-11, Lake Zurich leads.
Bouchard going to set that high pick. Now they give him the ball.
Strelnikov with it behind the arc to Kreshmar, who goes down. I'm not sure if there was contact there or not.
When Strelnikov sets that high pick, he's going to roll to the basket. He's tough to stop in there. Here we got Takasaki coming in again. Now he'll bang around some people.
Foul going to be called on Ben Jerzak, the Golden Eagles. And inbound pass by Ryan Carroll. And Strelnikov will drive in, put it up, and down. And that will be the end of the first quarter here at Jacobs High School as the Lake Zurich Bears lead 19-11 over the Golden Eagles of Jacobs.
Jake Bouchard really has his hands full trying to stop Anton Strelnikov. He is a big presence, and he's not just big, he can use either hand. He's got good footwork. He's a good basketball player. He's just not big.
He has 10 points for the Bears so far in this first quarter.
That would be 5 layups. They just can't stop him.
And don't forget, this game brought to you by Custom Heating and Cooling. For all your heating and cooling needs, count on Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland, featuring sales, installation, and 24-hour emergency service. Find them online at customheating.com. Custom Heating and Cooling, powered by Bryant. Whatever it takes. And a very riveting first quarter here in the Jacobs High School Gymnasium. As I mentioned earlier, Lake Zurich leads the Golden Eagles 19-11 as we're about to start the second quarter. And what are you seeing the Jacobs defense do to try to stop Strelnikov, and what can they do to try to keep him at bay?
Well, the one time they were able to stop him is when they played one man behind him and then dropped down and double team with the smaller guard, and they got the turnover. And I think it's going to take that to stop this big man, because one-on-one, Jacobs hasn't got anyone that can stop him just going to the hole. Bouchard's doing his best, and it's just a handful for him. Takasaki he'll sock him, but he won't be able to stop him, so you need help. You're going to have to get that double team down there to help when that big man has it.
And that's the expertise of the great Coach Hinkle as we will start the second quarter off.
Takasaki's on the big man right now. Let's see what happens.
And that is Popovich with it behind the arc. And a deep pass out to the corner, and that one's up and no good. That was Kreshmar for Lake Zurich. And the big man puts it up and no good. And we will remain 19-11, but Strelnikov will get a couple free throws.
Big or not, we still got to box him off the boards. If you box him out, you can still get that rebound. But this kid's a strong kid, and he's a good basketball player. He's not just, as I said, he's not just big.
And that free throw's off the front of the rim.
If the play is anything close to the officiating today, we're going to have one heck of a game. We got great officiating crew. Billy C. and Richie P. and Logan. We have 2 pros. Billy and Richie both been to the state finals. Logan is a rookie. They said they brought him on so he can run up and down the floor for them. We have outstanding officials this tournament, and this is a good example of the 3 men in this game. So we're fortunate to have that every year at our classic tournament, and I'm always happy to meet all these guys.
The second free throw for Strelnikov did land as Jacobs will take it back. That's Amon Thomas. And Howard with it. He'll drive in, put it up, and no good.
I like that. Howard goes right in there. And he is not afraid to take it to the rim, and that's where we can score some points now. The outside shooting will come from Ben Jerzak because he can shoot anywhere. But the inside comes from this strong Trevor Howard.
Sometimes you got to get your hands dirty, and that's exactly what Howard doesn't mind. Puts that one up, the first free throw lands. We'll take another look at that foul.
He takes that right, uses the left hand, trying for the three-point play, but he's just a powerful player. A nice touch on his free throws.
And he lands the second one. Cuts Jacobs' deficit to 7. Lake Zurich leads 20-13. 7:20 and counting left in the second quarter.
Jacobs picking him up high.
And Strauss working behind the arc. And a nifty little pass to Popovich, who puts it up for 2.
Nice backdoor cut and a great feed. That was a well-executed play.
Passed it behind his back there, Connor Strauss did. And that is Roper. The pass to Jurzak. And now Howard has it. Howard with a little step back. And Roper has it again. And that pass is deflected, but into the hands of Howard, who will drive in, put it up.
Yeah.
Easy as you like. Trevor Howard.
Strong
driving to the
move.
rim.
I love that. Trevor Howard. He is a strong player.
And that is Strauss underneath for Lake Zurich. Puts it up. No good. And Jacobs is coming back quick the other way.
Vessler with a nice rebound and bringing it down himself.
And that's a whistle. Going to be a charge called on Trevor Howard. Talk about how aggressive a player is there. He got a little bit too aggressive.
And Strelnikov had enough of a rest. He's back in the game now. And we've got Howard on him. Let's see what Howard can do against the big man.
And Strelnikov working from behind the arc to start. And Popovich will have it now to Ryan Carroll. And the big man puts it up and down.
Great drop step, use of the left hand. Outstanding player.
And Strelnikov playing defense now on Fessler. Howard has it now for Jacobs. Amon Thomas puts it up for 3, and that one's no good. And the drive in there cannot get the shot off. That was Connor Strauss trying to score on a quick break there. But Jacobs' defense managed to get a hand on it. The inbound play now will go to Lake Zurich. Popovich for the pass to the big man Strelnikov. Strauss has it now. And underneath, that's Popovich who puts it up for 2.
Yeah, we chased him around that screen instead of coming underneath and getting to him, and he was able to get that easy layup.
And now Roper has it, and that one's up for 3 for Fessler, and that one's good!
Fessler, a nice touch.
And Max Fessler cuts this Jacobs deficit to 8, 26-18, 5:10 left in the second quarter. And now Carroll will drive in, puts it up for the Bears, and that one's good. Give him 7 points on the day.
That was a little too easy.
And Jurzak puts it up for 3, and that one's no good. And the Bears will take it back the other way. That's Popovich. And the pass to Strauss. Strauss who puts up the layup.
Boy, Lake Zurich runs the floor so very well. That's 3 times they've just beaten the Golden Eagles down there and scored.
And they're starting to pull away late in this first half, 30-18 in favor of the Bears. As Jacobs will try to respond. Thomas has it to Fessler. And Fessler puts it up from the free throw line, and that's no good. And Popovich will put it up the layup, and that's no good.
I like this Lake Zurich team. They get the ball and they get down the floor. And very unselfish, and they look inside when they're in a half-court set, and they run the floor after they get that defensive board.
They've been fantastic on some of those fast breaks today as well. And Popovich will get a couple free throws here. And his first does not fall. And he will make the second, for Popovich. Now Thomas will carry it back across. And he'll get the pass out to behind the arc, and that one's up and does not land. That was Nolan Roper on the three-point shot for Jacobs. And Kreshmar is it now for the Bears. Now to Popovich. Popovich to the pass to Strelnikov. And Strelnikov will give a little dish to
Now
Popovich.
he'll go right down that post. After he sets the screen, he'll roll right down inside.
And Popovich has it, puts it up for three, and that's no good. And a foul on Takasaki, his third of the day, as he will take a seat.
Kenji, Taimashuk is now coming in to try and put a stop to, or at least slow down the big man from Lake Zurich. This kid's a player, boy.
Closest match they have to him in terms of size is 6'5". As Jonathan Flieka had it for the Bears, and now it's to Evan Peterson. Peterson with a little bounce pass, and under Strelnikov. Strelnikov puts it up, and that's good.
So we're going to try everyone. Coach Roberts trying everyone out there, and he can't put on a uniform himself, or Coach Denny can't suit up. Somebody's got to do a little better job on this kid, or he's going to destroy us single-handedly.
As that three is put up and catches air, that was Nolan Roper. And Peterson coming back the other way, now Popovich. Now Peterson.
Boy.
Underneath to the big man, Strelnikov.
Oh, you got to like him.
Stop me if
Uses
you've
the
heard this one
glass.
before.
Oh, I am so impressed. What a good-looking player this Stranelski is. And he's just a junior.
Anton Strelnikov, 17 points in this first half, and we still have 2:30 left to play. That shot is up by Ben Jerzak and does not fall.
I don't think he's had a one from outside of 2 feet. We just can't stop it.
Popovich with it for Lake Zurich. And
that's a nice move.
And that's
Here we
underneath to
go.
the big man
Another drop
Strelnikov,
step.
and he missed this time.
That's right.
As that'll be out on Lake Zurich.
Good play by Ben Jurek, getting that ball off the Lake Zurich player.
Put it right off of Keon Haynes' head too. It's gotta hurt. Take a shot right to the brain.
Looks like we're going back to Treble Howard. Will probably be taking on Stranelkov next time down. He just re-entered the game.
And he will take it inbound. Jerzak. The mid-range jumper is up and no good. And Ryan Carroll taking it back for the Bears. Strauss working behind the arc. He'll get it to Peterson back. And that one's put up and no good. That was Keon Haynes. As Howard will try to take it across. Smith with a couple of Bears, making it difficult for him. And we will get a whistle.
Looks like we're going to get a minute and a half, a little bit more than a minute and a half to attack them without their big man in there. Maybe we can cut this deficit a few points here in the last minute and a half.
Lake Zurich really putting the hurt on Jacobs in the first half so far. 35 to 18 in favor of the Bears. And Jerzak working from behind the arc. And underneath to Howard, who puts it up, and that's good. I'm sorry, that was Howard.
Nice strong move again to the hole.
Gives him 10 points on the day. And Lake Zurich in danger of almost losing it, but gets the ball back. Carroll has it now, a minute left. That is Haynes. And Ryan Carroll has it now.
Hayes at 6'5" for them. It's taller than anyone we got. I would look for them to post him up and see if they can get him the ball when they come back out.
And we will have a timeout called with 46 seconds left. And a reminder that this timeout brought to you by Tom the Plumber. Tom the Plumber Inc. is a family-owned and operated company committed to providing plumbing service and installations of the highest quality and craftsmanship. Tom the Plumber, honest and affordable. Visit Tom online at tomtheplumberinc.com or give him a call at 847-513-3971. One more time, that's 847-513-3971. And as we are just moments away from return to action here at the Hinkle Holiday Classic, 46.5 seconds left in the first half. And the story of the day, Jacobs just been unable to stop the big man for Lake Zurich, Anton Strelnikov.
No, they're not going to give us a break either. Strelnikov's back in the game. Thought we were going to get to play a minute and a half with him on the bench.
And Carroll will take it in for the Bears. Passes to Kretschmar. And Strauss has him there. Back to Carroll. Pass to Popovich. Working from behind the arc, trying to find something. Strauss. Ryan Carroll to Popovich, back to Carroll. And Popovich working. Clock ticks below 15 seconds as Carroll has it. Strelnikov behind the arc. Now to Carroll to Popovich. And Strauss open for three. And that one's good. And it appears that will end the first half. Thought Jerzak was going to take a half-court prayer, but he did not. And the Lake Zurich Bears now lead the Jacobs Golden Eagles 38-20 as we will head to the second half here at Jacobs High School. We'll be right back after a short break. Don't go anywhere.
Wow. I'm not hearing anything either.
And the big story today for the Lake Zurich Bears has been the big man Anton Strelnikov and Jacob and Jim. You're talking about during the game they were bringing everything they can to stop him, and they just still can't do it.
No, we've brought everyone off the bench that we've got that can. We brought everyone that could possibly match up with him off the bench. The only times we're able to give him any stop at all is when we can drop down and double team him. He's more than any one player can handle. So we're either going to have to just go to some kind of combination defense or zone defense, or at least drop that man down and double team every time. But then, of course, you leave it the outside shooters, and like at the end of the second quarter, Connor Strauss showed us what happens when we drop down, and he knocked that three in at the horn. So, you know, this is not just a one-man show, even though he has dominated the game right now because he is so very good inside, and they've got him the ball in there. But they're more than a one-man show. Lake Zurich look like they're the real deal. This is a great team. Let's just hope the Golden Eagles can scrap their way back into it a little bit here. I know Coach Roberts had a little talking to with them at halftime. I'm sure he's got them ready to go. We'll see what happens.
For sure. As the horn sounds, signals that we are back with some more basketball action here at the Hinkle Holiday Classic. As you've noticed, my partner Patrick Harry not here today, but as he would always say, the gift that keeps on giving.
You notice when it came out that Logan, the rookie referee, ran across the floor. Billy C. and Richie P. walked on out. So they got themselves that young buck to run for them. We have just an outstanding officiating crew. It's good to see them back here at the tournament. It's good that it makes our tournament a class event that it is with officiating like this. Now, the basketball, we got to keep on going and making this excellent play. This Lake Zurich is special. I'm really liking what I see, even though they are against our Golden Eagles.
Absolutely a great performance by Lake Zurich so far in the first half, as they'll try to carry momentum into the second. Takasaki has it for the Golden Eagles. And now Howard driving in. Get a pass out to behind the arc to Jerzak. Jerzak now to Howard. To Fessler. And Jerzak working behind. With the pass off to Howard. Howard to Fessler. Fessler thought about taking it, but pulled back up. And Takasaki has it now for the Eagles. Jerzak to Thomas. Now Fessler. Jacobs a lot of passing, trying to find that perfect shot. And that one's up for Howard for three, and that's no good.
And guess who rebounds? Strelnikov.
And Ryan Carroll working behind the arc. Popovich now.
Oh boy.
Underneath to Strelnikov. Stop me if you've heard that one before.
There's just, Takasaki's doing all he can. He just is more than one person on our team can handle right now. I love saying Takasaki's name. Makes me want to go to Steak and Shake with the take-home sack. So every time I say it, I think of having a nice hamburger.
You mentioned him socking some people earlier, and I started thinking Rock'em Sock'em. Talk'em Sock'em for Takasaki.
Well, Takasaki just got taken to the hoop that time. The big man got the foul and the bucket. And one man on our team cannot stop him. We need two to stop him. He is just more than a handful. Great looking player. Even though I see he's probably got a pair of shoes just like that at home. He's got one pink and one green. So he's probably got another pair that looks just like that at home. What do you think?
He's kind of repping Christmas a little bit with the red and green almost.
That's right,
like
a green and a red, one green, one red, yeah. That's something my 6-year-old grandson would wear. He likes to wear one green and one red shoe too. Maybe he's watched this guy play. I don't know.
It's all in the name of fashion. As Zamont Thomas has it now. And that is Hinkle number. That is Bouchard behind the arc. Now Jerzak driving in, puts it up, and denied by the big man.
Got a little arm too, though. Jerzak's a great player, but they really are getting on him on that outside shot. Obviously, they've done their job scouting the Golden Eagles, and Jerzak, if he's given an open three, he's going to knock it dead more than 50% of the time, I'll guarantee you.
He's a great shooter. It's the first one is up and no good. Thought that was going in for a second, but
there we jinxed him. You know.
It's another look at that foul. Just got a bit too much arm in there. I mean, when your arms are that long, I guess that's easy to do, but
yeah.
41-21, the Lake Zurich Bears lead the Jacobs High School Golden Eagles. 6:23 left in the third, and we'll have a quick timeout.
Learn more about how you can save big during your first 2 years at ECC.
And this timeout brought to you by Darryl Barnes Photography. Darryl Barnes Photography for portraits, family photos, graduation photos, sports team photos, and more. For all your photographic needs, contact Darryl Barnes Photography. You can find Darryl online at darrylbarnesphotography.com. That's Darryl spelled D-E-R-R-Y-L, barnesphotography.com.
I see one of the assistant coaches for Lake Zurich is Mike Colsey. I seem to remember a Colsey knocking them dead against us when I was coaching here and we go to play Lake Zurich. We had some great battles with them many years ago now. We used to play them quite often. They're not on the schedule now because they're not in the same conference anymore. So this is an unusual matchup, but this is fun to see.
Bring it back to the old days a little bit.
Yeah. I'm sure Jimmy isn't enjoying it so much right now, but I just think it's exciting that he's coaching against his alma mater. I think that's a really neat thing, and I hope we see more of it in the years to come.
We can definitely hope. As the second free throw lands for Jerzak. 41-21, cuts it up 6-20. And Popovich will carry it in for Lake Zurich.
Jacobs has Bullshard in, guarding the big man now.
And Strelnikov driving in.
Yeah.
Pass out behind the arc to...
He tried to back Bullshard down, wasn't able to do it, and he got a travel out of it. Good job defensively.
And Jacobs can look to chip away just a little bit more at that lead that the Bears have created. And Bouchard has it. And now Howard will drive in, or I'm sorry, that's Thomas. Numbers are so similar, 2 and 3, sometimes it's hard to differentiate between the two. And Popovich carried in for the Bears. 5:50 and counting left in the third quarter. Strelnikov from behind the arc to Kreshmar. And that one's put up and lands. That's Ryan Carroll.
Another three-point shot going in. So again, they're not a one-man show.
Dedicate resources to Strelnikov, and they've got other shooters that can beat you. And Fessler puts it up for 3. That's no good. And the Bears will take it back. Kreshmar driving in, and a pass looked like it got blocked by Jerzak there. Pass intended for Popovich. And the Bears will inbound. And a little bit of a broken play almost there, but Strauss didn't get a clean handle on the pass and still got underneath to Strelnikov.
I think he's got 10 layups and 2 free throws. Just too much for us.
Treval Howard thought about putting it up, got a little...
Strong move to the hole again by Treval.
And he'll draw a foul on that one.
Howard at the line, shooting 2.
And puts it up and through. As we'll take another look at the foul.
Oh yeah. Came across both arms.
Howard's second free throw does land, and it'll make it 46-23. And Popovich take it for Lake Zurich. Loses it, gets it back. And the pass to Strelnikov. Back to Popovich behind the arc. And Popovich will drive in, puts it up, and that shot will land for him. It's not often we see him drive in for two, but.
That was an excellent move, Popovich again.
And Howard puts that one up for Jacobs, I'm sorry. And a deep pass out to Popovich. And now that is Strauss underneath to Strelnikov. And Strelnikov puts it up and
finally missed one.
And he'll get the pass out to behind the arc. That one's up and no good for the Bears. And Amon Thomas coming back the other way for Jacobs. And Jerzak from behind the arc. No good. That one came in from the corner. And Jerzak tried to keep it in bounds, but no luck.
Checking into the game for Lake Zurich, number 14, Adrian Reap.
Adrian Reap coming into the game for the Lake Zurich Bears.
14, Jordan O'Connor.
As Strelnikov will take a seat, he'll get a breather. A 25-point game here. The Bears lead the Golden Eagles 48-23 with about a little over 4 minutes left to play in the third quarter. And Popovich will carry it across. And now that was Strauss with it. Popovich again. I'm sorry, that's Popovich who put the shot up. That was no good. And Lake Zurich will try to keep it in, but the pass is intercepted by Jacobs. And Jerzak puts up a wide open three, and that does not take. As Strauss will come back for the Bears. Now Carroll. And puts that one up and no good. And he'll put his rebound up and still cannot get it, but gets his rebound again and puts it up. And second chance, third chance, it doesn't matter how, as long as you finally get it if you're Ryan Carroll.
He just out-battled the Golden Eagles for that one. Just showed a lot more aggressiveness.
And that's Howard behind the arc. Looking for a place to go, and he'll drive it himself, puts it up. And that is good. And he's going to get an and one play here.
Falls on Lake Zurich, number 14, Adrian Reap. That's his second, team third.
Foul on Adrian Reap of Lake Zurich.
I like the way Howard's taking the ball to the rim tonight. He's a strong player, and he's using it to his advantage, getting to the rack.
14 points on the day for Travell Howard. 50-25 the score as Howard's and one play does connect. Now making 50-26. And Popovich will take it up himself and get fouled on the way there.
The little Euro step coming down the lane, trying to show off his moves, and draws the foul.
And Popovich puts it up, and no good as we'll take another look at the foul.
Let's watch this little step. There we go, a little Euro. Throw it up.
Looked like Fessler just got a bit too much on there. Hands on him there, I should say. As Popovich is
Well,
off the
it's a
rim.
good foul. 0 for 2 from the line.
And that is Howard now for Jacobs. And we'll get a whistle.
Popovich came down, after you miss 2 free throws, then you're frustrated. Then you come down and you make a foul where you reach in because you're just frustrated over missing those free throws. And you're trying to make up for it. And in so doing, you do another thing that you shouldn't. Reaching in.
Jared Kameen coming into the game. As Jerzak has him now behind the arc for Jacobs. And he will look. We'll find That is Jordan O'Connor now in the game for Jacobs. And Jurczak up for three, and that one's off the front of the rim, rebounded by Lake Zurich, and they're coming back quick.
I guess I shouldn't have talked so much about how great of an outside threat Jurczak was. He's only hit one today, and I've never seen him miss as many threes as he has in this game. I think Lake Zurich is just taking him out of his game. They run him so tight early in the game.
And the underneath pass connects, but you cannot get anywhere with it. That was Adrian Reap underneath for the Bears as the Golden Eagles suffocated them defensively there. Although one of them had fouled in the process, that is Ben Zurich. Number 10, not to be confused with number 1, Ben Jurczak. Similar names there. And Peterson has it now. Mean.
So Jordan O'Connor had run, he thought he was coming out of the game, and he was at the scorer's table, and the play started, and his man had a open look on the baseline. He raced about 45 feet to guard him and was able to get there in time, but that's the fastest he sprinted for the night.
And Camino get his first action of the day on a free throw. That bounced around a little bit, does not connect. And another opportunity here.
Huh.
And he doesn't land that one either.
Our best defense so far, or right now, is just foul them. They're 0 for 4 from the foul line on the last 2 trips.
Whatever works. And Jacobs will have an opportunity to inbound here. That's Ben Jurek to Howard. He's going to take another look at that. Just a scrum on the floor for the ball there. As that ball just slips right through Thomas's hands. Pass he wishes he had. Another miscue for the Golden Eagles. Jonathan Plaga taking the inbound pass. Now Peterson. And Peterson working behind the arc, puts it up himself, and that's no good. The layup doesn't land as Jacobs coming back. Fessler, that's Roper. Driving in, and a scrum for the ball once again as Lake Zurich will get it out there, just enough for Keon Haynes to take it down the floor. And we will get a foul against the Bears.
They've got to travel there, and looks like Lake Zurich has emptied their bench, getting some action for all their players tonight.
And O'Connor with it for Jacobs. To pass to Fessler. Fessler with a pass outside to Jurek. Jurek puts it up for 3, and that one's good. A little bit of excitement. Hadn't been a whole lot of scoring lately, but Jurek will put that one up for 3 as we tick below 20 seconds in the 3rd quarter. Peterson did it half court. And now Kameen to Reap. And Reap will hand it off to Peterson. Peterson drives in, puts it up, and no good, as that will end the 3rd quarter. And Amon Thomas, I believe that was, took a shot from the other basket, and it actually almost made contact with the rim there. Had some power on that one. As we will end the 3rd quarter, 50-29. The score, the Lake Zurich Bears lead the Jacobs High School Golden Eagles. And don't forget, this game brought to you by our season sponsor, the Bear Family McDonald's, proud supporters of our community since 1967. Stop by one of their 35 area McDonald's restaurants today. And a lot of reserves in this game now. It's kind of just been a run the clock out type situation for Lake Zurich. We haven't seen Strelnikov since the early going of the 3rd quarter. 22 points for him on the day. And Jacobs just hasn't really been able to get anything going offensively. Aside from Travell Howard, he's had a good game today, 15 points for the Golden Eagles. And the ladder reserves in this game now. It's kind of just been a run the clock out type situation for Lake Zurich. We haven't seen Strelnikov since the early going of the 3rd quarter. 22 points for him on the day. And Jacobs just hasn't really been able to get anything going offensively. Aside from Travell Howard, he's had a good game today, 15 points for the Golden Eagles.
I'm a little surprised. Here come big man back in for Lake Zurich. And I thought they might be done for the day, but he wants to get them a few more minutes in this game.
I was just talking like I thought he was done for the day, then they put him back out on the floor.
Yeah, they got all of them back out there, so they want to get a couple more minutes with their first-line players.
As Popovich's pass goes a little errant there. And Jacobs will take it in. It's Jordan O'Connor on the inbound pass. And Thomas will take it across, defended by Kretschmar. A little bit of 3-on-3 action there. Number 3 on number 3, I should say. As Zurich has it for Jacobs. And Thomas will put it up. And that one lands after a little bit of drama.
It's a nice move by Iman. Yes. High off the glass. That's why you see those shots in the NBA go up real high off the glass to get over those big men.
And from behind the arc in the corner, that one's no good for Lake Zurich. That was Kane Kretschmar on the three-point shot. And that will be Jacobs' ball. 50-31 the score, 7 minutes remaining. Jacobs down by 19.
Got a little scrum for the ball, and the big man even hit the floor. You like to see that. Guy 6'8", a lot of times they're a little adverse to diving on the floor, but he got right down in there.
Thomas taking it across once again for Jacobs. Zurich has it. As a foul gets called on Kane Kretschmar of the Lake Zurich Bears. Fessler, now to Thomas, and gets hit by his own guy a little bit. The guy got in his face, and he was unable to use an opportunity for Kretschmar to get the steal and score on the fast break there for the Bears, as Thomas will take it across again. And O'Connor to Zurich. And that one's put up and in. Nolan Roper has attempted a couple threes today, but that's the first one to actually go in for him. And appears this will be Jacobs' ball. I'm sorry, it'll be...
The rookie referee saw that different angle, was able to tell the state finalist referee, hey, I got this. I saw it.
And Popovich will take the inbound pass for the Bears.
That was bad defense.
Made that one look easy. Connor Strauss just driving in. Put up
that was not good. That's not a Jimmy Roberts defense, I can tell you that.
18-point game here. Lake Zurich leads Jacobs 52-34. And Strelnikov, the big man, will take a seat. And Grant Wold, the 6'6" senior, will come into the game, as Strauss will get a free throw attempt.
And they got a couple players out now for Lake Zurich.
And that one lands. And Jerzak with it behind the arc. And that one's put up by Roper, and he lands that one. Couple of nice looking threes for Jacobs late.
Nice for Roper. He's a 6'1" junior. Got a nice shooting touch.
And Ryan Carroll will have it. And pass
good
underneath
pass.
to Wold, and he can't connect, but Strauss will get the rebound, and he'll put that one up.
Jacobs' defense right now is getting shredded. Cutting back door, easy pass in there.
Lake Zurich's making those rebounds look easy.
Yeah.
Thomas puts it up.
Iman's had a couple of nice moves. Come on, let's play some defense this time, Golden Eagles.
And that's Carroll carrying it across. Strauss, now to Carroll again. Now Popovich has nowhere to go with it. And he'll find Carroll on the pass. Now Popovich. Grant Wold. Now to Carroll. And Popovich almost had it look there, but did not take it. And he'll backtrack.
Good defense, nice patience by the Bears. Good defense by the Golden Eagles.
The prayers were answered. They played some defense there.
Yeah, and very patient offense there by the Bears when they got up against that defense that was doing its job.
Yep, take what they'll give you, and in that case, it wasn't much. And Popovich will take a seat. Number 32, Jared Kameen in the game for the Bears. And Kameen will have it behind the arc, and he'll lose that ball. And it'll fly towards the score table there as
Like to see that.
out of bounds.
That's good hustle by those kids, hitting the floor here with 4.5 minutes to play in a blowout game and diving for the ball. You love to see that with kids out there, still giving everything they got.
There's that intensity you love to see. And Jerzak will take a cross. 57-39, the score, 4 minutes left. And Jerzak, shot does not connect. Now Carroll's coming back. And Grant Wold has it, now King Kreshmar. And that one's from 3 for Wold, and that one's no good off the side of the rim. But the Bears will get it back. King Kreshmar with it for the Bears. 3.5 minutes left. And a little behind the back pass, a little razzle-dazzle there to Ryan Carroll. And Kameen gets it back to Kreshmar, back to Kameen. And pass to Wold. To Carroll, Lake Zurich. Playing that patient offense we were talking about, and Kameen's shot is up and no good.
Nice rebound and good defense that time. Jacobs playing good defense. Lake Zurich's being extremely patient on offense.
As Jerzak with a pass out to the corner, that one's up and good. A little bit of bend-to-bend action. Ben Jerzak to Ben Jirak for the three-point play.
BJ to BJ.
There you go. And that is Kameen to Wold. Now to Carroll. Carroll will find Kreshmar. Almost loses it, manages to corral it. And Kameen from deep in three-point territory. He'll look for a pass. He'll find it in Strauss. And now Carroll. Jacobs playing that tight defense once again. And Wold has it now. Or, I'm sorry, that's Kreshmar. And a little handoff to Carroll. Lake Zurich unable to get much of anywhere. Tick under 2 minutes. And man, Kreshmar almost put that one up, but no dice. And Carroll will keep that one. Jirak nearly stole it from him. And Strauss. Now to Carroll. Minute 23 left, and we'll get a whistle.
Lake Zurich more or less working on their holding the ball tactic at the end of games, working on if this were a 4-point game, how they would be approaching it. They're being very patient. They're holding on to the ball. They'll take a layup if they get it. Otherwise, no need to score. They have no need to get any more points. They just have to hold on to it.
timeout taken by the Golden Eagles in a 15-point game, 57-42. The Bears lead with 1:23 left in the fourth quarter. And not the performance you would have wanted out of the Golden Eagles, but I think they've shown you a few things at least in this game to carry
The Golden
forward.
Eagles don't give up. They play aggressive. They play hard. They were totally outmatched tonight, and that's just the way it is. This is one of those, if they played 10 times, Lake Zurich would win 10 times. I mean, it just was a mismatch. Lake Zurich, kudos to them. Let's wish them the best luck the rest of the tournament, because we got some nice ball clubs in this tournament. And Wabanzi is waiting for them.
We just saw Crystal Lake South earlier. It was a fantastic basketball team.
Yeah, this is going to be a great Final Four when we get to that, because there's some nice teams in this tournament, and Lake Zurich is definitely one of them.
And this timeout brought to you by our friends at Rose and Hyundai of Algonquin, Genesis of Algonquin. Looking for a brand new Hyundai or certified pre-owned? It's express online buying made simple. Visit roseandhyundai.com or genesisofalgonquin.com. 1:23 left in a 15-point game. Not much of anything as we're just rolling some clock out, burning some clock. And Jared Kameen has it for the Bears. Now Peterson back to Kameen. And that pass will go underneath to Reap. And Kretschmar has it now at the corner, and that one's knocked out of bounds.
Jacobs out trapping everywhere now, trying to get a turnover with that ball. Lake Zurich working on holding the ball at their end of the game.
And we will get a whistle. Looks like a Golden Eagle went down there. It's Ben Jurek.
Ben Jurek throws a charge. He did that the first game of this tournament. He's a feisty little player, boy. When he gets in there, he does a nice job.
And now Fessler. I'm sorry, that's Jerzak. Will take it across on the pass from Fessler. And that is Roper. It's a couple threes in this game. And we will get a offensive foul call.
Probably got a moving screen. I didn't see it, but it probably got a moving screen there somewhere.
55 seconds remain in this 15-point game. And
So got a little trap coming here.
And Kretschmar. Now to Peterson. To Kameen.
Timeout taken by the Bears.
And a timeout taken by Lake Zurich. With 38.4 seconds left in a game that remains separated by 15 points, 57-42.
Jacobs working on a little half-court trap. It's the first time I've seen him use anything but man-to-man in this tournament. So they're just working on a little something different, see if they can get a turnover. Lake Zurich, again, holding the ball, working on their end-of-the-game tactics to hold on to the lead. The reason for the timeout, a 15-point lead, 38 seconds to go. I would have to be in the huddle. I have no idea.
I was trying to figure that one out too. I thought maybe you'd have some insight for me.
I have no idea. So, you know, but maybe they're setting something up. Maybe they have a particular player that they want to get a shot for. I don't know.
Or maybe a particular play they want to practice or something like that.
Something they want to try right now that they've been working on in practice, and they call timeout so they can see if they can run that particular thing against this half-court trap. I imagine that's exactly what's going on.
It's a great opportunity to do it. You're up 15. You don't really got anything to lose. Try to see if something you've been thinking up can work in an actual game situation.
Yes. So let's see what they do.
And that pass goes back to Kieran Colley.
Well, it didn't work.
Whatever it was.
Whatever it was, it didn't work. So maybe Coach has got his head in his hands now. So whatever he just explained,
it didn't hit home.
It didn't hit.
Back to the drawing board on that one, as Ben Jerzak will take it in for Jacobs.
Been there, done that.
And pass went a little errant by O'Connor. So he'll come back behind the bleachers. .25 seconds remain. And now Camille will take it across. And Colley with it now. And that pass is a little high.
But I think I saw they were trying to do something there. I think I just saw what the timeout was for. He was supposed to hit that high post, and he could have turned and hit that guy going back door, but the pass didn't connect. So I saw something coming there.
And Jerzak will hold on to it, tick below 5 seconds. Pass to O'Connor. O'Connor will put it up, and a nice little basket to send us home as the buzzer sounds. And Lake Zurich will take down the Jacobs High School Golden Eagles 57-44. And any parting thoughts from Coach Hinkle?
Well, you know, it wasn't the game that I expected, but boy, I'm really impressed with Lake Zurich. I wish the Golden Eagles luck the rest of the way. They'll go into the other bracket, see if they can pick up a couple more wins this tourney. And Lake Zurich, I'm sure now, is all their thoughts are on that semifinal game, hoping to get to the finals. And they are an outstanding ball club. I'm glad they're here.
They definitely are a great team. And I'm Logan Franz signing off for Jim Hinkle for this game of the Hinkle Holiday Classic. But I'll have a post-game interview with Anton Strelnikov coming up very shortly. You're not going to want to miss it.
Yep, sure did.
Coach always tells me is the 3 C's, catch, chin, check. So usually, once I start heating up and they start doubling me, I make sure they catch the ball, just check, see if anyone's open, and if I have an open lane, I go for it and I score buckets.
And score buckets you did, and carrying into the semifinals coming up in the championship bracket, what do you guys want to do as a team to kind of make sure you keep up that kind of performance?
I think just the main point we have to focus on is just defense. I feel like defense wins us games, and I think if we just have a good defensive start, that we can just score offensively and win the game.
The last question I wanted to ask you is about those cleats. If you can pan down there, camera, you got the green and red. It looked a little pink from up in the booth, but he's got the Christmas cleats going on. Where did you how did you find those? Where's the story there?
No, I collect sneakers, so they're actually like 2 different pairs, and they're called the Grinches for Christmas, so I decided to bring both of them out and mismatch them.
It's very festive, and it was very noticeable when you were on the floor with those cleats. But anyways, thank you, Anton. Nice meeting you too. And that's all she wrote here for Lake Zurich Bears versus the Jacobs Golden Eagles. For Jim Hinkle, I'm Logan Franz signing off, and we will be back in a bit with some more Hinkle Holiday Classic action. Don't go anywhere.
This sports broadcast made possible with support from the following. The Bear Family McDonald's, proud supporters of our community since 1967. Stop by one of their over 35 area McDonald's restaurants today. Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin and Genesis of Algonquin. Looking for a brand new Hyundai or certified pre-owned? It's Rosen Express online buying made simple. Visit rosenhyundai.com or genesisofelgonquin.com. Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland. For all your heating or cooling needs, count on Custom Heating and Cooling, featuring sales, installation, and 24-hour emergency service. Find them online at customheating.com. Custom Heating and Cooling, powered by Bryant, whatever it takes. For the best pizza in town, Wise Guys Pizzeria in South Elgin. Check out our new and improved online ordering at I'mAWiseGuy.com. Tom the Plumber is a family-owned and operated company committed to providing plumbing service and installations of the highest quality and craftsmanship.